another episode of the Elly Show, y'all. Y'all make some noise. We at episode 8. Today's episode is dedicated to the Malcolm X Festival, celebrating 32 years. And on my left here, I got Iras WRFG 89.3, community activist, radio personality, father, promoter, manager. Y'all make some noise, man. Let's make some noise. Iras Levi.
Give thanks.
How you doing today?
I'm good, man.
Yeah. It's episode 8, yo. I'm honored to have this with you, yo.
I know you, son.
You know me, right? Yo.
I know you, man.
Yo, how you doing, though, fam?
I'm good, man.
We out
I
here
feel
at the
good.
Malcolm X Festival, man. This is beautiful, man. Like, I got you here, like, yo, tell me about this, yo.
32 years, family reunion. If you come out here, when I tell you, this is the only time of year I used to let my children,
Yeah.
my small children,
Yeah.
from the time they could walk, I could let them run free and know that they're safe, know that all the mamas and all the fathers and the whole community is just there looking after
Right.
the whole, everybody, looking
Yeah.
after all the kids, and like people are safe. I mean, let me tell you, I've been coming to the Malcolm X Fest since I came to Atlanta. I came to Atlanta when I was 18. I went to Clark Atlanta University.
You're not from Atlanta?
No, I'm from Brooklyn originally. I was
Brooklyn.
born in Brooklyn, Brownsville.
Brooklyn, BK.
Brownsville.
You heard?
Right.
Never ran, never will.
You know
right
how it
next to
goes.
East New York. That's where I'm from.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, son?
Linden Boulevard.
Yes.
You know how
yes.
it go,
oh,
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I went to school in Jersey. I went to high school in Jersey, and then I came to Atlanta to go to Clark.
Okay.
When I came here, like the Malcolm X grassroots movement was like already doing things and having festivals here. And the festival was real small.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was like family-like, and everybody was real loving and
Yeah.
welcoming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just used to come all the time.
Yeah.
I was on the radio. I would talk about the Malcolm X Festival,
What
different
radio?
things like that. I was on 89.3.
89.3, right?
Right? And so as I'm on the radio, I'm talking about the Malcolm X Festival. And while I was on the air, I had somebody call me from inside the prison.
Yeah.
And I knew that people in the prison was listening to me.
Right.
And to come to find out, Tupac's father was listening to me.
Wow.
Right?
Yo.
And when
That's
Tupac's
crazy.
father listened to me and him developed a relationship.
Yeah.
Because I ended up going into the prison and just counseling.
What was the
and
name of the radio show?
the radio show was Beats and Lyrics.
Beats and Lyrics.
Beats and Lyrics on a
Okay.
Saturday night.
Okay.
And it was a Saturday night from like 9 p.m. until 12, and then it changed from 10 p.m. until 1.
Okay.
But I had
copy
a
that.
large audience
Yeah.
from the prison, from Atlanta Federal Penitentiary.
Wow.
And I had somebody calling me up, always talking about why you don't play enough pop. You don't play enough pop.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm from Brooklyn. I'll be playing Biggie.
Right.
Right? And he was like, what? Playing
Whoa.
Biggie, you need to play pop.
Right.
And that's how myself and Dr. Mutulu Shakur's relationship actually
Right.
started
Salute. Yes.
from off the phone.
Salute.
He felt like I wasn't playing enough Tupac.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was like, I'm from the East Coast, I'm playing Biggie. But
Right.
then end up coming together, and he was like, you need to come into prison. I came into the prison, and since then,
You went to see that guy too?
I went to see Dr. Mutulu Shakur with Cynthia
Okay.
McKinney
Yeah.
and M1 from Dead Prez.
No doubt.
All three of us went into the prison, and we actually got a chance to sit down and talk to Dr. Mutulu Shakur
Yeah.
when he was a political prisoner.
Wow.
Enough respect to Dr. Mutulu Shakur because he's free now.
For
You know what I
real.
mean?
Yeah.
After 36, 37 years
Yeah.
of captivity,
Yeah.
he finally was able to come home. But that's
see.
how our relationship started.
That's wild.
And
yo.
then from that point, Dr. Mutulu Shakur hooked me up with Watani.
Yeah.
Everybody know Baba Watani,
Yes.
and Baba Watani hooked me up with Rashid.
Yeah.
And then ever since then,
Yeah. You,
this is where we at.
Came here.
We came here. I had fundraisers for Dr. Mutulu Shakur.
Yeah.
I had fundraisers for Asada Shakur.
Yeah.
And then we do the Malcolm X Fest. So we come together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We come together as a group, as an organization.
Right. Wow.
Yup.
Y'all make some noise for that, man.
Respect.
That's awesome, man. So why here at this park, at the West End Park, the Malcolm X Fest?
Well, if you know anything about the West End and Atlanta, it's real cultural around here.
Yeah.
You got different people of different backgrounds and different faiths, but all living in the same area.
Yeah.
So like, y'all can't see, but to like my left of me and over on the left is like Muslims.
Right. Okay.
Right? Imam Jamil, this is his community.
Okay,
They were over there.
He lived here?
He lived over here.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you had, at a certain point, you had a lot of Rasta people. I'm a
Okay.
Rasta man.
Okay.
So I used to be at this park. I used to be here all the time. So I had a lot of Rasta people. Then you got the Hebrew Israelites here.
Yeah.
And then you got the regular Pookie and the rest of them that live right over there on the corner.
So it's more cultural here.
It's real cultural, and everybody on every level are right here
That's what's up.
in the
man.
West End. So that's why we chose the West End Park. I mean, it couldn't really been no other park. We can't go to Piedmont Park.
Right.
Piedmont Park ain't really for us.
Right.
This is the park that's for us.
That's what's up, man.
You know what I mean?
Y'all make some noise for the West End Park.
West End
You know what
Park,
I mean?
also known as Malcolm X Park.
Malcolm X Park.
Yeah, we claiming
man.
that.
Yo, so Iras, man, I got a lot of notes, man. My producer, he jotted some stuff down to talk to you about. And I just
Who your
wanna get
producer,
into-
Luce?
Luce, man.
Luce
Yes,
Weed.
man.
Enough
Y'all
respect
gotta
out
give
to Luce.
enough respect to Luce. Man.
Yep.
Playback sounds in the building.
Playback
Shouts out
sound.
to Tyre as well, man. He's up in here, man. So Iras, tell me something like as far as radio. What got you into radio, yo?
Radio,
Mm-hmm.
well, you know, I told you I come from up north, right?
Yes, I know.
So
DK all day.
coming from up north, when I came to Atlanta in '89, I came down here expecting to hear hip hop like what we was hearing up north.
Right, right.
But when I came down here, I heard nothing but Miami music, really bass music.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
And I felt like, oh, I need to bring hip hop to
Yeah,
Atlanta.
yeah.
And I want to bring hip hop here. And listening on the radio, there wasn't a lot of hip hop, so I ended up volunteering at a WRFG radio station. I ended up getting my own radio show.
Yeah.
So that's how that ended up working.
So Beats and Lyrics was your first radio show?
No, it was
here?
actually Rough, Rugged, and Raw. Was
Rough,
my
Rugged,
first.
and Raw.
It was in the middle of the night. I paid my dues.
No
I was on the radio from like 3 a.m. to 6. So I paid my dues. And then I got a better time slot later on, which ended up becoming Beats and Lyrics.
Yeah.
And I've been on the radio since 93.
Wow.
So it's some
son.
years.
Yeah.
It's some
yeah,
years.
because when I came down, you was already on the radio. Yo.
I
came
was
in
already
98.
I was already doing my thing. I was on the radio and whatnot
Yeah.
like that. So it's a lot of things that's promoted. And even like the first Dr. Matulu Shakur benefit concert
Yeah.
I had at the Lions Lair.
Yeah.
And it was like Uno the Prophet, Dead
Yeah.
Prez.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's legendary. I got
Yeah.
part of that on videotape
Yeah.
too. It's actually on VHS.
Yo,
tape.
we need to watch
That's
that
show
one
you,
day, son.
That's to show you how long ago it is.
Huh?
Yeah, I was the first person
Yeah.
to bring Dead Prez
Yeah,
in.
he was.
Well, they actually
yeah,
came.
He was. So hold on. Y'all make some noise for that.
Good things. Good things.
Iras is the gateway for Dead
Good
Prez
things.
out here, B.
Good
You
things.
know what I mean?
Good things. And those brothers, they performed for Dr. Matulu Shakur for free.
Yeah.
They performed for the Malcolm X Festival for free. So
Yeah.
anytime I call on them, they're able to donate their time and their talent
Energy, yeah.
to these political prisoners and to kids going to camp and different things like that. So enough respect go out to Stick
Yeah.
and M1
Salute.
for all that they do.
Salute.
And they some veterans in the game.
Salute.
You know, enough respect
Yeah.
go out to them. for
Yo,
real.
I remember when I came down here in '98, I used to see these stickers and stuff saying SOS.
Right.
What's that, fam?
SOS is Son of Selassie.
Mm.
It was supposed to be Sons of Selassie,
Mhm.
but then sometimes I couldn't get the real support that I wanted, so I was like, all right, let me take that S off, Son, just of Selassie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So SOS, like when I hear SOS, it keep me grounded. It also lets me know, you know,
Is that something you started?
what I'm doing. Yeah,
Okay.
SOS is what I started.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
dope.
SOS production.
Yo, so how was it managing Uno?
Uno the
'Cause I remember I
Prophet.
rocked with him. Fair was raw back in the day. yo.
Yes, Uno the Prophet from out of Boston.
Yes,
Jamal
my dude.
Crawford. He's still an activist, still
Yes.
doing a whole lot of things.
Yes.
Well, back in them days, you know, we were really kind of rebellious.
Yes.
And Uno had certain songs that was very, very difficult to promote
Yeah.
and put out there. But it got his name out there. You know, controversy gets your name out there.
Yes,
He had a
it does,
song
yeah.
called Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
That song was talking about
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
talking about homosexuality and all this stuff and whatnot. And then he had another song called Kill Whitey.
Yeah.
Now, Kill Whitey made a whole lot of noise, but people just heard the hook.
Right.
They didn't listen
To the words.
to the words. And he was really talking more so about the mentality,
Right,
not
right.
not
Not the
necessarily
actual
the
person, yeah.
actual person on the
Right,
skin.
right.
And he was talking about how you have these beautiful black girls like Little Kim, who would have blonde hair and blue eyes, and he was just trying to encourage them to kill the whitey inside themselves and like themselves. So managing like Uno the Prophet, managing artists like Issues, all of these artists are like conscious artists that are trying to uplift their own community and talk positive lyrics.
Like the Lions Den, because somewhere I got you managed the Lions Den, Fire Starters.
Let me tell you something. Fire Starters, the Lions Den. Yo, I felt like the Lions Den was the next Wu-Tang.
Right.
No lie. When I met them, it was these collection of brothers, and they were all younger than me, but these young brothers that were all living together in a loft.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all these young brothers living together in one place in a loft.
Yeah.
But they had like 3 studios in this loft where they were recording in all these different places.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man. And then the talent. It was like, what, maybe 7, 8, every time somebody was popping up. You know what I'm saying? And there would be somebody new, and I'll be like, all right, Lions Den is what it is. And I felt like the Lions Den was the next Wu-Tang. And they still can be, but they got, they got grandkids now, they a little gray. You know, they a little old. Right, Luce? You know what I mean? But, I mean, when you talk about music and you talk about talent, if you really got that love for it, you can keep pushing that on and on and on.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
So what's new for you though? Like you got anything else going on?
I mean, what's new for me right now, I'm looking at this next phase of my life, and I'm looking at Africa. I've been to Ghana. Ghana is a spot, y'all. It's a spot for us. And when I say us, for Africans over in the West, they drive on the same side of the road as we do, and they speak English, so we can function there. And they got money there. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Ghana. I'm also looking at where my people come from. My people come from Trinidad. So I'm also looking at that. So I'm also trying to make that whole connection between like Atlanta, Trinidad, Ghana. You know what I mean? Because I know so many talented artists in all those different places. So if it's possible to bring them together, I can. But you know how it is dealing with artists.
I totally do.
Artists be sensitive.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty, dude.
Artists be sensitive about their work, about their craft, and I don't blame them. They work really, really hard and whatnot like that. So, you know, working with artists sometimes is a little difficult, but I enjoy the end result. Because even like yesterday, we had Philippia, she killed it. Today, they're about to do some more shows today. Ross Kofi, Muziki Scales, they got Malcolm Jamal Warner,
I heard.
known as Theo. He's gonna come up here, but don't call him Theo, y'all.
Heard.
If you don't like Theo.
For real.
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
On the set, we don't call him.
Oh, you work with him on the set, so you don't call him Theo, right? Nah, don't call him Theo. He gonna feel away about that. And I call him what his name is. He ain't Theo. He's Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Right, yo. Man, that's dope, Iras. I mean, this is beautiful out here, man.
It is.
I've been coming out here too. I remember I came down here in 09. I think we in the Lions and we rocked. I rocked with me, Mike Flo, and Ekandayo. We rocked here, alive and well. I rocked with them. And it's always been beautiful, man. It's always been family vibes. It's always been love like this, B. But tell me why another consistent thing is the weather, B. Why does it always look like it's gonna rain? Sometime it do, sometime it don't. But
let me tell you,
this year it's always like that.
Let me tell you, honestly, for some years, we had rain consecutively every year. I didn't understand it. But we haven't had rain. It was supposed to rain yesterday, it didn't rain. You know what I mean? It rained late at night when everybody was gone. You know what I mean? Cool. Today, same thing. It wasn't supposed to rain at all. It's supposed to be sunny. It's a little cloudy. But we're going to go on with it. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop what we got going on because of rain. We ain't sweet. We ain't sugar. We all right. You know what I mean? And the rain is a beautiful thing. The rain brings forth cleansing and all of that. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, man.
Love the rain. The farmer man Kofi gonna be performing. He gonna love the rain.
Yeah, we want to get Ross Kofi over here too, man. Cause we definitely want to. We want to hear him rock and then get him over here and talk to him. So you want to ask me anything, yo? Like,
when is your album gonna come out, son?
My or
your album.
My album.
I need an Elly album because you had this song where you was using the Just My Imagination beat. You see how I remember it?
Yes.
You see how I remember it? I don't remember the song, but I remember it's Just My Imagination beat. And you was talking some words to some sister, right?
Yeah, yep.
It was for the women, wasn't it?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
That Brooklyn player right there, son. You don't
I
even know.
don't forget, man. You don't forget. I remember, not only that, in '98, when I came down here, you used to also have, what about the A-Hop?
Yeah, that was another venue that my man Baba Nasi, the Purple Man, enough respect out to the Purple King.
Baba Nasi.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He owned a venue right here, black-owned venue. And anytime somebody go on a black-owned venue, I'm trying to support it.
Right.
You know, whether it's from the Atrium in Stone Mountain or whether it's right here, Gallery 992.
That shit
It don't
used to be
matter.
lit, fam.
Yeah, but the A-Hop at the time, we had KRS-One there.
Yes.
We had Poor Righteous Teachers there.
Yes.
I had them perform over here too. Enough respect go out to Wise and
That's me and Draz, we rock with them both on part Wise and KRS-One.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? That's because we all linked.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We all linked for real.
Shout out to Draz, Drazmatic.
Yeah.
For real, man. But that spot was the spot, fam. Like, I hate to see it's gone because right now we need that again too. You know what I mean? Like spots like
Well, that's the thing. Like when they talk about Atlanta, and they really was talking about Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? We do have that here, but we have to own our own businesses.
Right.
That's the problem that I see amongst us all over our own world. We need our own venues, our own businesses, because we want to give our money to us. We want our money to circulate amongst us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
No.
But when we have to, and then also we want to make sure that we're tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I got a venue, I want my venue to be just as good as anybody else's venue.
Right.
You're not gonna come in there and have to jiggle a toilet or anything like that, or trip over something or look dirty.
Right. Have what we need here.
Yo, we want to be quality, but we want to be African owned. We want to be black owned. You know what I mean?
There's quality out here. When I look around, I see quality, man.
You will.
Like for real.
And then what's also like, I was on the radio, on commercial radio, and they were talking about this is a spot where you come find your wife. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I mean, I don't know.
Right.
I'm just saying, they out here and whatnot like that. I'm good. I love my wifey. Blessed queen.
No doubt. Salute.
Blessed queen.
Yo, tell me, what about Riot Radio?
Riot Radio ended up being, well, it was Beats and Lyrics, and then I turned it into Riot Radio.
Okay.
It was basically the same show.
Thing.
But I called it Riot Radio because the Riot acronym could go for so many different things, like revolutionary, insurrection, over them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Rapping intelligently over track.
Yes.
A whole bunch of stuff. Rastafari, it was something. Rastafari intentionally, something. I forget what it is. But that's
what
Riot
Radio now.
And I still got Riot Radio Saturday nights from 10 p.m. until 1 a.m.
Y'all heard that? Saturday nights, 10 to 1, right?
10 to 1.
10 to 1.
That's his music. Yo, you could go request that Lions thing. Yo, I got. Let me tell you something.
Got classics.
The CDs I have with the Lions lyric, I actually found a bunch and I put them all to the side.
Yeah.
So I could find it. So I got like Firestarter stuff.
Yes.
I got loose stuff. They had this little compilation.
Yes.
Where the Sons of Light did it for them, right?
Shouts out to
where
Sons
they
of Light,
produced.
yo.
They produced the whole compilation.
Right. That's crazy.
Loose got a track on there that's like one of my favorite. Yo,
really?
Yo, on the real, we got to do a show where I bring all that music and we could go through the history. Because it's some years. We talking about over 20 years of music.
You hear that, yo?
You know what I mean? And they still making music. Ekandayo's still making music.
Yes, he is, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Enough respect out to Just Black. You know what I'm saying? He out there in Brooklyn, still doing this thing. You know what I mean? For real.
Damn, man, Iras been around for a minute, man. You've been family before I even got here, yo. That's crazy.
And I remember, and then check where I saw you at, right? Remember the first time I noticed you? You was the loudest one at the Smith & Wesson concert that I had. We had Smith & Wesson down here from Matulu.
Yes.
I remember, I was like, who's that cat?
Yo!
That cat was mad loud. Then my brother Jocelyn was like, yo, he from Brooklyn. I was like, word.
That's crazy.
That's what it
yo.
is.
Man,
Big ups go out to Smith & Wesson, Cynical.
Big up Smith & Wesson,
you know what I'm saying? All of them from the boot camp clique.
Yes.
Enough respect for them. They showed support for Dr. Natulu Shakur. They show support. We need to get them back out here
we
too.
do, yo.
You
We
know?
do. That would be
Yeah, we
dope.
do. We need to
Shouts
get them
out that you got them out here though. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You've been getting out. You've been bringing out a lot of people though. Actually, when I think about it.
Well, the
man.
thing is I bring out people who are like-minded. So when I approach them,
Yeah.
they hear the sincerity in my voice, and then also, yo, the world is small. It is 6 degrees of separation from everybody.
Yeah.
So it's easy for them to pick up the phone and cross-reference.
Right.
And say, yo, you know this cat Iras in Atlanta? I'll be like, yo, you know so-and-so in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
If I get them some money, I'm straight. And they'll
Right.
be like, yeah. And I'll be like, all right, cool.
Right.
And then we could work and do business together.
Yeah.
But Atlanta, New York, it's about networking. It's about building your audience and building your relationships,
Right.
building your network.
Right.
And so that's the thing. Like, if you want to talk to somebody from Boot Camp Click, I know who to call.
Right.
I could say, yo, boom, boom, give you a number. That's how we should all be. You know what I mean?
Next, like building a network.
Like building a network. And plus, we in Atlanta, and this is where everybody want to be.
Right.
Just keeping it real.
That's a fact.
It's nice here.
Right. So did you come from Trinity to Brooklyn?
I was born in Brooklyn, but my parents are Trinity.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So ever since I was little, you know, if you know anything really about Brooklyn, Brooklyn is a concrete Caribbean spot.
Oh yeah.
You go different blocks, it's Jamaicans,
Oh, yeah.
Haitians, Guyanese,
Yup.
Trinis,
Yup.
it don't matter. Brooklyn is a lot of island people. That's why the Labor Day parade, you already know about that.
I
That's
already
why it's
know.
so huge.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So I was born in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You know, every summer went to Trinidad,
Yeah.
and then we did our thing.
You ever thought about starting radio out there?
And where, in
When
Trinidad?
you was in Brooklyn. though,
In
when you was
Brooklyn.
in Brooklyn.
I thought about radio in Brooklyn. I did. But by that time, I was already here in Atlanta.
Okay.
And then I went back up to New York one time, and it was the winter time. And I was like, nah, son.
The
We
winters
doing,
ain't pretty.
yeah, we
fam.
ain't doing the winter. Like, why
Nah,
we?
them winters ain't even
I don't even
fun.
know how we did that in the
I
first
don't
place.
either, fam.
You know how cold it be up
Yeah,
there?
that's how I thought a lot of our attitude came from that, yo.
I think
'Cause,
so.
like when I came out here, cats were saying, "Hey, what's up?" And you know, I mean, we
What's
don't
up
say
mean
what's
fight.
up to each other.
What's up
like
mean
that,
like
yo.
what's up? What's
Word,
up then?
yo,
That's,
yeah.
You think that's fight?
Instantly, yo.
But down
Yes,
here,
yo.
what's up just means what's up.
Yeah. So
You know
you
what I
had to get like.
I had to
like
get
that-
accustomed to that too. I had to get
Yeah.
accustomed to people speaking to me who didn't know me.
Yeah.
Because somebody one time was looking at me and they was like, they gave me the head nod. I was like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I don't even know this cat, you know? And they was like, nah, he just saying what's up. I was like, why he saying what's up? He don't
Right,
know me.
right, yo.
Because that's how we are in New York.
Yeah.
See, in New York, for my New Yorkers, y'all live on top of each other. Y'all stack.
Yeah.
That's like some project shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you stacking on top. Out here, we spread out.
Yeah. The
You know what I'm
mindset
saying?
is different.
The mindset is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got a tree right there. You probably see some trees in the background.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
real
what it
talk.
is.
That's
You know?
real, son.
That's
Yo,
what it
man. What's up, B?
That cold weather,
Yeah.
that gonna make you angry. Man, you ever been cold? Or that wind whip through your clothes? You gonna be angry.
Shit is no smiles.
And then you got
No
somebody right
smiles.
next to you. You
Right.
be on a train, somebody may be leaning on you.
Right, right. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why we do walk fast. We always got some place to go.
So I'm going back. When you went to Clark, did you go to Clark to study radio?
I went to Clark for radio, television, and
Radio,
film.
television.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I went to Clark for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was a big, HBCU, you cannot get that experience nowhere else.
Okay.
When you go to a black university, it's like, I felt like I stepped on a set of school days.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it was. And the HB, especially these black universities in the South, I'm gonna tell you, I wasn't really interested in college like that until I came on a college tour and I came down here.
Yeah.
And I'm not ashamed to say, but the girls is what made me want to go to college.
Wow.
There was so many beautiful women, and they were nice.
Yeah.
You know, New York, we were talking about them girls up there. They were mean.
Yeah.
They ain't talking to you.
So he ain't even looking at them
They
like
ain't
that.
did. But
Yeah.
down here, they would speak to you. They were just so
Yeah.
sweet and nice. I was like,
Yeah.
this is where I want to be.
Yeah.
I said,
The
Clark is where I want to
hospitality
be.
way different out
Hospitality.
here, yo.
I said, this is where I want to be.
That's fucking real, B.
Yep.
So let me ask you this: as far as the festival, like, what advice would you give somebody attending for the first time? Yo?
For the first time,
Yeah.
just bring a blanket, for, you know, you can sit down or bring your little lawn chair so you can sit down and just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come for the first time. Like, I'm looking at them over there about to set up a tent right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they about to enjoy themselves. You got the kids out here.
Yeah.
You got food. You got vendors.
Yeah.
Yo, on the real, this is what make people want to move to Atlanta.
Right.
You know? And we start off the festival season. So we have this festival next week, right?
Yeah.
It's the Atlanta Jazz Festival.
Yeah.
And it's Carnival. It's our Labor. You know how Labor Day Parade is?
Yeah.
It's our Carnival here.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, I mean, this is how our summer is. So people come and visit Atlanta during the summer, and they be like, you know what? I need to move.
Yeah.
Especially when they go back up to New York in that studio apartment for $2,200. And you got to bend down to get in and all that. The elevator stop halfway on the floor and you got to jump down.
Right.
All of that stuff. Nah, son. It be smelling like piss in the hallways. You know. Y'all need, yo,
he's going back, yo.
It's no joke. You gotta move. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I had a cousin in the pink houses, yo, and it's just like that, fam.
Nah, it's too packed, man.
I mean? Yo, we gotta spread out here.
You gotta
yo.
spread out.
So,
And don't get me wrong. I love New York. I love going up there.
I do too, but
Especially the era I grew up there in with hip hop and the block parties. I remember all of that.
Love all
the
that.
opening the fire hydrants.
Yes.
Like that was better than any pool.
Yes.
But then the pool we used to go into. You remember that public pool in
Best-Aid
Brooklyn?
pool?
Yeah, yo.
Yours?
It was
the one in
mad.
your town?
Yo, it was
What?
a lot of people in
We
that pool.
know.
That pool was
We
serious.
know about that pool. We already know about
You
that
can see that pool from the train. When you on the train, you can
Straight
see the pool.
up, yo.
That pool was
Look,
serious.
My dad, he stayed. My dad moved to Brownsville too. He lived over there on Junius. So it's like this one building right there, like so you know where the bridge is.
Right.
You could go to East New York on that side.
Okay.
All right, so like right on the Brownsville side, he lived in this building right here. I forgot what the name of the it was, but it was outside, away from the projects. So I forgot what it was called, but yeah, my pop stayed there. I stayed with him after my mom's passed for a minute, and yo, it was still like being at home, but Brownsville and East New York is kind of different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was still like just being at home.
Brownsville. No respect out to Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I think he robbed me when I was little.
You lying, yo.
I think he mugged me, yo. I think Mike Tyson mugged me. My father was saying my father said it was Mike Tyson. And my father, he told me that the other day. My father said, "Remember when Tyson robbed me?" I was like, "That wasn't Tyson." He said, "Yeah." I was like, "Nah, son. You know. Come on now. You've been mugged before. You been mugged? You ain't never been mugged? You ain't get mugged in Long Island? I got mugged in Brooklyn.
I believe
You been mugged? Nobody ain't never take nothing from you? It was just me?
People tried, fam.
Oh, they tried?
Yeah.
Nah, they surrounded me and my boy. They was like, "Shaq," right? They took the bags out of our hands, everything.
Yeah.
He said it was Mike Tyson. I don't think it was Mike Tyson. He said it was Mike Tyson. That's where he was from. He was from East New York, Brooklyn. I was like, yo, that's some shit.
Yeah, that's wild. Yo, he's wild. Mike robbed him, fam. Yo.
I still love Mike Tyson, though. I love Mike Tyson.
Yo, so let me ask you about the Malcolm X Fest as far as the impact in the community. What kind of impact do you think is made in this community?
Well, to the point where you got people wanting to join the organizations. They see the African kids or the African-centered schools that's out here. People are trying to find out, how can my child be a part of this African-centered school? Because a lot of times when these kids come out here, they're showing what they learn in school.
Right.
I love the scents around here too. You know, you smell that?
Yeah.
It smells good here.
Yes, it does.
But what it is that what they learn here and people are getting from here, they getting what you hear now. You're getting information about what the Europeans do. We get information about gentrification. We get information about financing and keeping your house. You go to these vendors, they're not just vendors out here selling things. They got people out here with with information.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You got people out here, they ain't trying to sell you nothing, they just trying to give you information.
Yeah.
So those are the things you should really be into.
That's
you know what I mean?
major, fam.
Yeah, Malcolm X Fest, you can get a lot out here, man. It's a lot of networking that needs to be done out here.
So how can people who want to join the organization join? What do they
Okay,
have to
so
do?
now, quiet as it kept, a lot of people don't realize this, but I'm not actually a part of the MXDM organization.
Really?
SOS stands on its own. That's right, yeah. But we're a partnership, so we work together. So you got an organization like Malcolm X Grassroots Movement, they join with SOS, and then we work together. You know what I mean? But to join Malcolm X Grassroots Movement, you could go to their website, MalcolmXFestival.com. MalcolmXFestival.com. You can email them and you can get the link for all of it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yo, that's dope, man. Okay. Let me see here. So, do you see this getting any bigger?
I'm glad you asked me that question, because somebody asked me that the other day. Can we get bigger? Because I said we can utilize more of the park and different things like that. But I feel like the way it is now, if we get any bigger, it may commercialize it. And then I want you still be able to come feel comfortable. Right. I want them to still be able to come. All these kids still be able to come.
Because I know people still come from out of town.
They come from out of town, for this. Yeah. But if I started really pushing it and making it really big, then the neighborhood, I don't know how the neighborhood will respond to that. Because you gotta remember, people living in all these houses right around it.
I see.
You know what I mean? And we want to make sure that, you know, the parking is okay and everybody's all right.
And it's still a comfortable feel.
And it's still a comfortable feel. For the Malcolm X Festival, we have anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 people out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if we were to do more than that, we could. You know what I mean? But why? Like right now, I'm really liking it the way it is.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I see.
Word.
Yo, that's real, man.
Word. But we'll see. We never know. Sometimes you can't stop growth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't stop growth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody like Luce, who may have started with one camera.
Right.
Now you got 1, 2, 3, 4,
exactly.
and a bunch back.
Right.
You may have one light.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't stop growth.
That's real.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, so me and his brother, we were standing on the side, and he was like, yo, man, I wonder if how you get that rap. He tried to get the same head wrap the way you got yours. And I was like, yo, he ain't do that himself, yo. Like, somebody did that for him. He was like, I don't know, man.
I mean...
Did you do it yourself, Phil?
Well, you know, this is a Bobo... You know, I did it myself. Of course, I wrap my own hair.
No doubt.
Like, my locks is reaching, you know, down by my calf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So... In order to, you know, wrap my hair, you know, it's a Rasta man thing, but then other people wrap their hair too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, you know, enough respect out to Bobo Shanti out there, because they're the ones that, you know, basically started it and whatnot like that. But it's, you know, it's my crown.
It's crownly, yo.
Yeah, it's my crown.
I respect that, yo.
You know what I mean? For real.
We keep feeding you the truth, regardless of what you know.